another episode of Mrs. Phillips Camp Kindergarten. I hope you're having a great day so far. This video is going to be about using the number line to subtract or to decompose numbers. So we've gone over this a few times, but I really want to make sure you understand how to use the number line as a tool when you're doing math problems. So we're going to practice some subtraction today. All right, I made these fun little characters because we're learning about ocean animals. So we have a seahorse. We have a great white shark or shark. And we have an octopus. And I'm just going to use these guys to make it a little more fun while we're working on our number line. So I'm going to start by telling you a word problem, a word math problem, and we're going to solve it together step by step. Okay, let's see. The octopus has 8 tentacles. I'm going to put a little circle here. But 2 of the tentacles get chewed off by the great white shark. Oh no! That means it's going to lose 2 tentacles. So that's how I know I'm going to take away or subtract. So I'm going to jump back or hop back 2 places. 1, 2. And I landed on the number 6. So I'm going to circle it so that I remember that that's my answer. So I started with 8. I lost 2 tentacles. So take away or subtract 2. 8 minus 2, which equals our answer, which is 6. Okay, so now that I used my number line, I also wrote it as an equation. Okay, let's try another one. Poor octopus. All right, the seahorse had 6 babies. 4 of the babies swam away. So we started with 6, but 4 babies swam away. So we are going to take our seahorse and we're going to hop back 4 places. 1, 2, 3, 4. And what number did we land on? 2. I'm going to circle that number. We swam back 4 places. And that's where we landed. So 6 minus 4 equals 2. So this is our equation that matches what we just did on our number line. 2 different ways to show subtraction here. And we're acting it out. Okay. The shark has 9 pieces of meat. He eats 3 of them. 1, 2, 3. How many pieces of meat does he have left? What's our answer? 6. Let me go a little bit slower. He has 9 pieces of meat, but he eats 3 of them. That means 3 of them are all gone. So let's swim back 3 places. 1, 2, 3. How many pieces of meat does the shark have left? 6 is our answer. Now we're going to write it as an equation. 9 minus 3 equals 6. Okay, so this is the way you can use the number line to subtract or decompose numbers. Now I'm just going to show you a quick addition problem so that you don't forget how to also use this when you're adding numbers or you're bringing them together. So let's start with our octopus friend. The octopus has 8 tentacles. It grows 4 more. Could that really happen? Well, I don't think so, but let's pretend. 1, 2, 3, 4. Where did it land? Well, let's see. We started with 8. And put a mark there. And I used the word more in my word problem. That means it's a little clue that we are going to add instead of subtract. So let's go up 4 places, or go forward 4 places. 3, 4. What number did I land on? 12. Now the octopus has 12 tentacles. Let's try one more addition problem. The seahorse eats 3 shrimp. Then it eats, well, I guess if it eats 3 shrimp, maybe I should start at 0 and go up to 3. It eats 3 shrimp. Then it eats 4 more. How many shrimp did the seahorse eat in all? Let's look. 7. Now that was a little bit of a tricky one. I started at 0 because I said the seahorse eats 3. We could have either just started at 3 or we could start at 0 and count up to 3. Okay? So 3 plus 4 equals 7. So there's our equation that we wrote out that matches what we just acted out on our number line. Okay, so don't forget, you can use the number line as a tool when you're adding and subtracting, and I hope that maybe you can be creative, just like I was. Maybe draw some ocean animals. You can glue them onto a popsicle stick or tape them on. I also use chopsticks sometimes, and I tape these little things on, and then you can act out different stories with different animals. It makes it a little fun. Okay, we have one more thing to discuss, so don't go away just yet. Okay, we're getting down to it. Our school year is slowly coming to an end. I think we have about 19 school days left, so not that much time, and then you're going to be a first grader. So exciting. Silent cheer. So I made you a list. This is called the Check It Off list. So I'm going to go over the first 5 things that I'm putting on our list. Now, the goal is for you to be able to check these things off your list. And what that means is that you have mastered these, or you understand them, or you know how to do them. And I'll continue adding more things to our list as the days go by. But I want you to think about it. Do you know these skills? Have you learned them? Could you practice them some more? That way you're ready for first grade. Okay, so let me read you number 1. Practice counting by 10s and 1s to 100. Okay, so remember our song? 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100. Okay, don't stop practicing that song and counting by 1s all the way to 100. Okay, if you know how to do that, you can check it off your list, but don't stop practicing. Maybe try to go higher than 100. Number 2, review your sight words every day. So don't forget, you have more than 30 sight words that you've learned this year. So make sure you keep practicing them. The songs are in the benchmark folder in the Google Doc, okay? You can find the Heidi songs. You can also ask your parents if they can look for them on YouTube. I think she has some of her videos on there. But if not, just use your little cards that you've gotten or your list that's in your homework folder if you have it. Just keep practicing your sight words every day. Number 3, practice your letter sounds. Okay, remember our zoophonics? All of the practice at the beginning of the year, all the letter sounds that we did with all of our signals like A, or B. Keep practicing those sounds. Don't forget them. And if you already know them, check it off your list. Number 4, write your upper and lowercase letters the kindergarten way. Okay, so we've gone over some of the letters, well, all of the letters, and how to write them the kindergarten way. So keep practicing writing your letters. You can play games with this. Maybe your parents can say, write letter W, and you write your letter W. Maybe they tell you, write letter B, and you write letter B. Okay, so practice both your uppercase letters and your lowercase letters. Number 5, practice different ways to add and subtract. And then I wrote within 5 down here. What that means is practice adding numbers like 1 plus 3, 2 plus, 2 plus 3. How about 1 plus 1? 2 plus 2. Okay, that's within 5. So any numbers that are under 5, like 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, practice adding or subtracting those numbers. Okay, that you're going into first grade, so you're going to be doing more of that. I actually have one more thing that's not on this list that I want you to all check it off as something that you know. This is a special one. It says, remember, Mrs. Phillips is so proud of you. I love you all and think of you every day. Love, Mrs. Phillips. So now you know how I feel, and I'm so proud of you. Check that off your list. Okay, have a great rest of your day, and I will see you tomorrow.